Thank you for inviting me to celebrate with you today. Tisch graduates, you made it. And you're fucked. Think about that. The graduates from the College of Nursing, they all have jobs. The graduates from the College of Dentistry, fully employed. The Leonard N. Stern School of Business graduates, they're covered. The School of Medicine graduates, each one will get a job. The proud graduates of the NY School of Law, they're covered. And if they're not, who cares? They're lawyers. The graduates in accounting, they all have jobs. Where does that leave you? Envious of those accountants? I doubt it. They had a choice. Maybe they were passionate about accounting, but I think it's more likely that they used reason and logic and common sense to reach for a career that could give them the expectation of success and stability. Reason, logic, common sense at the Tisch School of Arts? Are you kidding me? But you didn't have that choice, did you? You discovered a talent, developed an ambition, and recognized your passion. When you feel that, you can't fight it. You just go with it. When it comes to the arts, passion should always trump common sense. You aren't just following dreams, you're reaching for your destiny. You're a dancer, a singer, a choreographer, a musician, a filmmaker, a writer, a photographer, a director, a producer, an actor, an artist. Yeah, you're fucked. The good news is that that's not a bad place to start. Now that you've made your choice, or rather succumbed to it, your path is clear. Not easy, but clear. You have to keep working. It's that simple. You got through Tisch, that's a big deal. Or to put it another way, if you got through Tisch, big deal. Well, it's a start. On this day of triumphantly graduating, a new door is opening for you. A door to a lifetime of rejection. It's inevitable. It's what graduates call the real world. You'll experience it auditioning for a part or a place in a company. It'll happen to you when you're looking for backers for a project. How do you cope with it? I hear that Valium and Vicodin work. I would make an exception for having a couple of drinks if, hypothetically, you had to speak to 1,000 graduates and their families at a commencement ceremony. Excuse me. Rejection might sting, but my feeling is that often it has very little to do with you. When you're auditioning or pitching, the director or producer or investor may just have something or someone different in mind. That's just how it is. That happened to me recently when I auditioned for the role of Martin Luther King in Selma. Which was too bad because I could have played the hell out of that part. I felt it was written for me. But the director had something different in mind. And you know, she was right. It seems the director is always right. Listen to all of it and listen to yourself. I'm mostly going to talk about these ideas in movie actor terms, but I think this applies to all of you. You'll find comparable situations in all the disciplines. The way the director gets to be right is you help him or her be right. You may start out with different ideas. The director will have a vision. You will have ideas about your character. When you're a young actor starting out, your opinions may not be trusted as much as they will later on in your career. You've been hired because the director saw something in your audition, your reading, in you that fit their concept. You may be given the opportunity to try it your way, but the final decision will be the director's. Later in your career, when there's a body of work to refer to, there may be more trust from the director, but it's pretty much the same thing. You may have more opportunities to try it your way and may think the director has agreed to your take, your take is the best, but if it's a movie, you'll be nowhere near the editing room where the director makes the final decision. It's best when you can work it out together. As an actor, you always want to be true to your character and be true to yourself. But the bottom line is, you got the part. And that's very important. As a director, or producer, you also have to be true to yourself and to the work. A film, a dance, a play, they're not tents where artists get to play and express their individuality. They're works of art that depend on the contributions and collaboration of a group of artists. And it's a big group. It includes production and costume designers, directors of photography, makeup and hair, stage managers, assistant directors, choreographers, etc., many more to name that I won't now. Everyone plays an important part, an essential part. A director or producer, choreographer, or company artistic director, these are powerful positions. But the power doesn't come from the title. The power comes from trust, respect, vision, work, and again, collaboration. You'll probably be harder on yourself than any director. I'm not going to tell you to go easy on yourselves. I assume you didn't pick this life because you thought it would be easy. You may have to answer to a director for a job, but you also have to answer to yourself. This could create conflicts for you. You want to play the role your way, and the director has a different idea. Discuss it with the director. Maybe there's a compromise. There always should be the space to try it both ways. On the set or on the stage, someone has to make the final decision. Someone has to pull it all together. That's the director. So don't be obdurate. No one's going to see you do it in the quote unquote right way if you're not on the stage or in the movie. I can answer the question that's on all of your minds right now. Yes, it's too late to change your major to directing. While preparing for my role today, I asked a few Tisch students for suggestions for this speech. The first thing they said is keep it short. And they said it's okay to give a little advice, it's kind of expected and no one will mind. And then they said to keep it short. It's difficult for me to come up with advice for you who have already set upon your life's work, but I can tell you some of the things I tell my own children. First, whatever you do, don't go to Tisch School of the Arts. Get an accounting degree instead. Then I contradict myself. And as corny as it sounds, I tell them don't be afraid to fail. I urge them to take chances, to keep an open mind, to welcome new experiences and new ideas. I tell them that if you don't go, you'll never know. Just to have to be bold and go out there and take your chances. I tell them that if they go into the arts, I hope they find a nurturing and challenging community of like-minded individuals, a place like Tisch. You'll find yourself in movies or dance pieces or plays or concerts that turn out in the eyes of critics and audiences to be bad, but that's not on you because you will put everything into everything you do. You won't judge the characters you play, and you shouldn't be distracted by judgments on the works you are in. By the way, there will be times when your best isn't good enough. There can be many reasons for this, but as long as you give your best, you'll be okay. Did you get straight A's in school? If so, good for you, congratulations. But in the real world, you'll never get straight A's again. There are ups and there are downs. And what I want to say to you today is that it's okay. You're here to pause and celebrate your accomplishments so far as you move on to a rich and challenging future. And me, I'm here to hand out my pictures and resumes to the directing and producing graduates. I'm excited and honored to be in a room full of young creators who make me hopeful about the future of the performing and media arts. I know you're going to make it, all of you. Break a leg. Next. Thank you.